Okay, good evening, everybody. Okay, welcome to lesson 4 of the Problem Sums mini course. We conduct it every Friday, 8 p.m. So if you're logging in for the first or second time, please let me know. Okay, you can tap the first or second, right? So most of the people I surveyed just now, they are coming in on the fourth time already, right? Oh, second time for Amsha. Okay, nice to see you. All right, so my name is Mr. Siu. I'm from Math Accelerator. So let me begin by once again to all the people who are new here to give you an introduction about who we are and what we do. All right. So I'm from Math Accelerator Center. So we are a math specialist center where we help students with borderline grades to turn around their results within a short period of time. So we are located at 1 Marine Parade Central in Parkway Center. Okay, those logging in for the first or second time, how many of you have visited Parkway Center or Marine Parade Central? If you have, type yes, right? Or not yet, right? Let me know. So maybe sometime I can see some familiar faces, then they can say hi, right? Ah, Susie, you have been there before. Okay, great. Right, next. You were there for trial last time pre-COVID. Oh, at our center, Daron? Okay. Right, next. So why are we organizing this mini course? Right, we want to help students who are struggling with problem sums to improve themselves, right? And what we aim for is to help students improve their understanding in the way problem sums are being solved and to build the confidence in tackling all these non-routine questions. So we also want to demonstrate how problem sums can be solved in an easy and systematic manner, right? Some of the questions are not easy, but if you have a system to solve it, right, then there's a higher chance of you getting the answer correct, right? And most of all, we hope to prepare you for your upcoming assessment. Based on the feedback I received, it has been quite helpful to some of you. Yeah, I'm very heartened to see that some of you who didn't do well in P5, then when it comes to the recent test, you all did make a lot of improvement, right? I'm talking about mid-year exam, right? The upcoming one will be the mid-year exam, right? So have you improved? So let me know also in the chat. Have some of the things that we discussed came up in your test? Have you applied some of the strategies that we discussed over the last 3 weeks? Right? So let me know if you have made some improvement, all right? Okay. Oh, improve a lot. I see. Okay, next. So here's the lesson outline for today. So we'll be discussing these heuristics called working backwards. There'll be 3 questions. Then we have the trending questions. We have 2 questions from P5 and 2 questions from P6. Right? So we have students who are very eager to find out about who have selected, right? So here are the information for you. So thank you for, first of all, thank you for your feedback, right? We have a good time reading all the feedback about the ideas for improvement and make a different story. So we have already selected the winners. So we will be announcing all the results at the end of the session. So please stay tuned, because if you missed it, right, you might not get the prize, huh? Okay, how many of you think you're going to be the winner? Let me know. You think you're going to be the winner, say me, right? Type me in the chat. Okay, right. I'll give you more details later, all right? Okay, next. So here are the ground rules again. Audio is muted. Communication is through chat only. Please participate actively in answering questions when I post some questions to you. And no spamming on the chat. Please be considerate as we have a big audience here. So I think we're going to hit 50 soon, right? And listen attentively, write down the solution, and most of all, have fun. And please try not to annotate on my screen or take over my screen. So you take over my screen, then it will disrupt my chain of thoughts. Then it's very difficult for me to conduct my lesson. All right, appreciate if you can do that. Can you agree to that? If you can, please type yes. Okay, thank you everybody. Right, so let's get started. So let's go to the worksheet. Right, so this is the worksheet. If you're here for the first time, you didn't print out, please do not copy. You can download it. We'll provide the links to your parents or to the email that you have registered. All right, so today we're going to do working backwards, and then we will be moving on to the trending whole number questions. So this is the first question. Now, in working backwards, right, it's obvious that you need to read the information backwards, right, in order to get the answer. So, so this one is no difference. So how do we know what are the keywords that we need to highlight in order to determine whether to work backwards or not, right? So that is the clue that we're going to, that's the main thing we're going to discuss today. So let me read the question first. So Leonard had 24 more than Matthew at first. After Leonard spent $8 and Matthew received another $4, Leonard now has twice as much money as Matthew. How much money did Leonard have at first? All right. So now the key here is this word. It says at first. So this will give you an idea that maybe it is easier to work backwards because you are given all the information except the information at the beginning. So we're going to work backwards to solve this question. The very first thing we need to highlight is which is the first step. So this is the first step. We label step 1. Here, Matthew received another $4. This will be step 2. Then Leonard spent $8. This will be step 3. And then Leonard has $24. That is at the beginning. That is step 4. So once we have this looking back, all this information, we should be able to solve the question easily. So now, the first step we're going to do is we're going to draw a model where Leonard is twice of Matthew. So Leonard and Matthew. Right. So the next thing is Matthew received another $4. Now, when I work backwards, right, can you let me know A, do I plus 4 or B, do I minus 4 when I work backwards? A or B? Okay, we have some answers. How about the rest of you? Okay, minus 4, right? So we're going to minus 4 from Matthew. Then, of course, when Leonard spent $8 to find back his original number, we need to add $8 over here. Then the very first piece of information tells us that now Leonard has $24 more than Matthew. This is what Matthew have at first. And here is the difference. Right, and the difference here is 24, right? So we're going to repeat certain things over here. So here is 4. So can you help me find out what is the value of this unit here? Give you a task. Go and look up and let me know. As you can see, this whole thing is 24. It consists of 4, this unit, and 8, right? So therefore, to find this unit, we have to take 24 minus 4 minus 8, right? Everybody got it, it's 12. So 12, then what should we do with 12? Now we're going to find out how much money did Leonard have at first. Now, Leonard. So this Leonard at first is this whole thing here, from here all the way to here, right? And it consists of 2 units and 8s. Can I give you 1 minute? You help me work out what is the value of Leonard at first? How much does Leonard have at first? This is 1 unit. Right, this is 1 unit, and then this is 8. Can you add everything up for me? Which one? I think you need to calculate again. 24? 24 is the difference. You're not listening. We want to find Leonard at first. 24? Why do we need to work out if the answer is obviously over here? Right. So we have answers like 24, B we have 32, and C we have 36. So which one is the correct answer if we want to find Leonard? Right. Huh? C. 1 unit is 12, right? So Leonard has 2 units and 8. So 2 units plus 8. So 2 units is 2 times 12 plus 8. In total, 24 plus 8. Final answer, 32, right? So 32 should be the correct answer. Now, if you get 36, right, maybe you are still confused. You thought there are 3 units. No, right? There's only 2 units plus 8. Okay, if you're 24, right, then you need to remember 24 is already given in the question. This, first of all, it cannot be the answer, right? So what you need to do is look at the model again, right? So what you need to do, you really need to draw out the model and make sure you're able to solve it, all right? So this is the way. How many of you have 32 as well? Type me too. All right. Thank you very much. Right, let's move back to, okay, if you're ready. How many of you, oh, everybody okay? Okay, once you're okay, you copy already. Can you type question 2? Then we move on, right? You can type done, then you got question 2. Okay, so I'm going to stay here for another 20 seconds. You copy already, then you type done, right, Nitila? When you finish already, type done. Okay, let's move on. Okay, this is the second question, right? It's almost a similar one. So in this question, it says that Jerry had $90 more than Claire at first. After Jerry spent 36 and Claire received another 14, Jerry now has twice as much money as Claire. So how much money did Jerry have at first? So same thing, the keyword is here, right? So this gives you an idea that you need to work backwards. The first step we're going to work backwards is, can you tell me which is the first step? Which is the keyword for the first step? Without me prompting, do you know? What's the keyword for the first step? Okay, the keyword for the first step is over here, is twice, right? This is the first keyword, right? Okay, for step 1. Now, step 2 is Claire received another 14, right? So this is step 2. Jerry spent 36. Step 3, and then Jerry has $90 more. This is step 4. Okay, how many of you can solve it without my help? Okay, there are a few of you. How many of you need help? Okay, don't need help. Can I give you 2 minutes? You solve it, then let me have the answer. Okay, this is part of the suggestion, right? To give you all time to work out the question. So I give you 2 minutes. Work this out and let me have the answer. If you need clue, please type the word clue. I think some of you may need help. Okay, so the first thing, okay, Harley will need help. So the first thing we need to do is this word, right? Twice. That means who has 2 units and who has 1 unit? Harley. Do you know who has 2 units? Right, Jerry has 2 units, right? Jerry versus Claire, right? So now the next thing is, we were told Claire received another 14. So when you work backwards, definitely like the previous one, we need to minus 14, right? And Jerry spent 36. So we need to add back the 36 that he has spent away. So plus 36. And then step 4, now we have to indicate the difference of $90. This is what Claire has at first. Here is the difference of 90. Right? So from here, this is 14. This is 1 unit. Here to here is also 1 unit, right? Is once, let me see what are the kind of answers I get. I have people who give me 116. I have people who give me 172. All right, what else do you have? $172. How do you get 172? What's the value of this 1 unit? Can you tell me? We have 180. We have 40. Okay. 40 is the 1 unit. 40 is not. Right. So this 1 unit is actually 40. How do we get 40? So this, you can see that 14, 1 unit, and 36 add up to give you 90, right? So let's write out over here. 14 plus 36 plus 1 unit will give you 90. So when you add this up, you will get 50. 50 plus 1 unit is 90. So 1 unit is 90 minus 50. You will have 40, right? So that's the first step. Okay, you got 40, you're on the right track. So once you have 40, right, the next thing is we will find out what Jerry have at first. This is 40. This is also 40. This is also 40. Can you add these 3 numbers up and let me know what's Jerry's total? Because we're looking for Jerry at first, right? Yes, Kenzie. Jeline, you're correct. Mikhail, you're correct. Jonathan, you're correct. So as you can see, we need to add 40 plus 40 plus 36. And the final answer is 116, right? 116 is the answer. Okay, those who have 116, congratulations. How many of you also have 116? Okay, if you have it, can you let me know? Give me feedback. Type me too. Right, thank you. Okay, not too bad. Same thing, can I give 20 seconds? You copy out the solutions if you need to. And then after that, very good, right? Then type Q3. Those are copying, you need to type done, so that I know that as an indication that you have completed, then I can move forward. Okay, time's almost up. Anybody copying? Tap W. W is for me to wait for you. If not, I'm going to erase the screen. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so this is the third question in the series called Working Backwards. So in this question, Jeremy has $92 more than Libby at first. After Jeremy spent 36 and Libby received another $12, Jeremy now has twice as much money as Libby. So how much money did Jeremy have at first? All right. So in this question, it's the same steps. I give you 2 minutes head start. Okay, for those who know how to solve this question. And the rest of you, if you need a clue, please type the word clue. Then I'll give you some clue for you to start the question. Right, 2 minutes starts now. Okay, clear your fast. Let you know whether you're correct in a short while. Anybody need help? If you don't need help, then can you share your answers with me? I think you should be there getting your answers in about on your way to get your answers already, right? Okay, so we have 124, we have 180, we have 256. What else do we have? Okay, clue. What's the first step? What's the keyword for the first step, Jonathan? What's the first step? What's the keyword for the first step? Twice, right? Okay, step 2, step 3, step 4, right? So twice means Jeremy is twice of DB. Jeremy, DB, right? Then DB received another $12. So now we have to cut out 12. And then Jeremy spent 36. We will add back the 36. So after this, we were told that Jeremy has $92 more than DB, right? DB left this amount. The difference here is $92. So here, we will repeat all this on top. This is 1 unit. Here is also 1 unit, right? Okay, those who got it, can you tell me what's the value of your 1 unit? What's the value of your 1 unit? Okay, Vishwa, Kaixuan, Evie, Sandy, you're correct. So we know that 12 plus 36 plus 1 unit equals to 92, right? So we will take 92. So here, when you add this up, this will give us 48. So we're going to take 92 minus 48. So what's the answer? Jonathan, you minus already. Can you do a subtraction for me and find the value of 1 unit? Okay, Harley, you got it. Good job. Right, so the answer here is 44. So now, once we have this, it's time to work out Jeremy, right? Jeremy has 2 unit and 36. So Jeremy will be 44 plus 44 plus 36. So Jonathan, can you work out for me what's the answer? Yes, EP, your answer is correct. How about the rest of you? Okay, Daron, you're correct. Sarwasti. Okay, Sanvi. So everybody, are you able to get 124? 44? 44 is the 1 unit. We move on already. Right, 44. Right. So if you have 44, 124, then you're correct. Congratulations. How many of you have 124? Those who have not shared with me, can you type? You have 124 as well. Type me too. Or if you follow my explanation, okay, you follow along the way, then tap follow. Yeah, right. Follow means you're able to understand. You're not sure how to do, but you understand the steps and you're able to follow step by step to get to the answer. Okay. All right. Okay, enough for you. Okay, good. Let's move on to trending questions. So can you do the same thing as well? I give you 20 seconds. Copy already, type done. Finish already, then type T1 for trending question 1, right? Okay. Let's move on. Okay, so the next question is a P5 question, right? I took from this school. So it was their WA1 last year. How many of you are P5? If you are P5, type P5 in the chat. Then I know who am I talking to. All right. So these are the P5 students that I'm talking to. So here says Mr. Lim was 6 times as old as his grandson 7 years ago. So how old is his grandson now if the sum of their present ages is 77? Okay. So now in this question, your friend is from this school, huh? So you ask him whether he can remember this question or not, right? Jamie. So here we were told Mr. Lim is 6 times as old as his grandson. Wow, Mr. Lim must be quite old, right? So here, this is 6 unit. This is 1 unit. Now, that was 7 years ago. Now, their present age is 77. Okay, before I do that, how many of you know how to solve this question? If you know how to solve this question, type yes. Okay. You want me to give you extra head start? Okay, maybe I give you a head start. Right, 2 minutes for those who have confidence in doing this question. Same thing, the rest of you, if you need a clue, type clue, right? Okay, Nicole has an answer. I'll let you know whether you're correct or not later, all right? So this was Mr. Lim. Let me write down, Mr. Lim. This is the grandson. What must I add, Halik? So this is 6 years ago, right? So now, do you agree with me, Mr. Lim grow older by? Or you can use, to answer Jimmy's question, can we use calculator for me exam? There are 2 papers, paper 1 and paper 2. Right? Only paper 2 can use calculator. Right? If we have to, hope this is clear. So back to this. Do you agree with me that Mr. Lim grow older by 7 years? Right? Does the grandson also grow older by 7 years? Yes or not? You think so, type yes, yes lah. So I know the second one is for the grandson, right? So the grandson also grow older by 7 years. So now their total ages, when you sum up their ages, is 77. So now on the left side, we have 7 units plus 14 equals to 77. Can you help me find out what's the value of 7 units? Yeah, you're going to take away soon. Correct. So what do you get when you take away 14? So 77 minus 14, you will get 63, right? So if 7 units is 63, help me to work out 1 unit, please. So 1 unit is quite easy. 63 divided by 7, you will have 9. So is 9 years the final answer? Yes or no? Is this the final answer? 9 years. No. Very good. Quite observant, huh? So can you now share with me how old is his grandson now? How old is the grandson now? Okay. Right. So grandson, let me write the word, huh? 9 years old is his age 7 years ago, right? You remember you have to plus the 7. And the final answer should be 16, right? 16 should be the correct answer. How many of you have 16 as well? Right? 16. Okay, that should be quite easy. But you know where's the error? The error is some of the students, they only add 1 7. They forgot that they only think that two of them grow older by 7 years, they only have one set of 7. So that's how they are not able to solve the question correctly. Okay. Yeah. Okay, you have another method. You type your and share with everybody. What's your method? Mikael. Okay, next. Okay. Number 1, if you have the same answer as me, type me too. If you are able to follow my steps, right, and get to the answer, please type the word follow. Same thing, give you 20 seconds to copy the solution, then we move on. The same drill applies. You type the word done, then you type T2. Okay, 10 more seconds before I move on. You found 6 units. Okay. Then 77 minus 54 is 23. 23 minus 7. Yeah, you can do that as well. Okay, next one. Let's move on. Okay, this is a tricky question, right? This comes from this school called, and it's their WA last year. So in this question, Xavier bought 1.75 meter of wire. He cut part of the wire to bend into 3 squares of different sizes as shown in the figure. PQ is a straight line or length 18 cm. What is the length of the remaining wire? Okay. How many of you think this question is easy? If you think it's easy, please type the word easy, right? Okay. If it's easy, can I give you 2 minutes head start? Then you let me have your answer. Appear in your practice paper this year. Okay. So we have answers like 61. What else do you have? You have 69 cm. You have 121 cm. You have 103 cm. Wow, we have a different answers. Not so easy, eh? If it's easy, then everybody will get the answer. Then we have 96. Then we have 127. I thought if it's easy, then everybody will get the same answer, right? Let's check. Okay, so first of all, we have to find out what is the perimeter of this figure, right? So we only given one clue. We're given that PQ is 18 cm. Right, this part is 18 cm. So from here, we need to find out how much wire did we use to form this figure, right? So let me explain to you. So I'll label this as square A, square B, and square C. So the side of A will be a small letter A, right? The side of B is the small letter B. The side of C is the small letter C. So now can you tell me PQ, right? PQ is equals to which three, how many letters add together? Right? So when you do that, you'll notice that PQ is A plus B plus C. So A plus B plus C equals to 18 cm. Now, the entire figure also consists of 4 sets of A, 4 sets of B, and 4 sets of C. So it's 4A plus 4B plus 4C. Can you help me find out? Then what should I do? So it should be 18 multiplied by 4. And what do I get when you take 18 multiplied by 4? Okay, you get 72. Now let's go back to the question. Is 72 the final answer? No, right? 72 is not the final answer. The length of wire is 1.75 meter. So 1.75 meter convert to give you 175 cm. So now can you find for me what's the length of the remaining wire? All right. You have a wire that is 175 cm. You use 72 cm to form this figure. So how much is left? Can you work out an answer and let me know? Okay. So it must be 175 minus 72. And the final answer should be 103. Right? So 103 is the correct answer. Now, you don't have to do, this is the simple way to explain to everybody, right? Because we're not sure what's your level of your mathematics. So once you know this trick, right, you will notice that if I ask you, if I have 3 figures with that's 4-sided, you just times 4. Now the other question looks like this. I know some of you say it appears in your paper, right? It must be 3 equilateral triangles. How many of you seen this type of question? Yeah, right. So here in this question, here to here, if I tell you this is 20 cm, can you tell me what's the perimeter of this figure? Four-sided times 4. How about triangle? How about the triangle? Right? So it must be 20 times 3, right? And then you get 60. So this is the answer, right? That's the perimeter of this figure. Now, some of you asked for explanation. So please listen up as I try to explain one more time. So we were told that here to here is 18 cm, right? So from here, we need to find out what is the perimeter of this figure. Okay, so we call this, we label this side as A, this side as B, and this side as C. There's no 3 circles. There's only a 4-sided figure and 3-sided figure, right? So can you, so PQ can be expressed as A plus B plus C, right? Then the next one, it means 18 cm is equals to A plus B plus C. Up to this step, do you understand, everyone? Give me a clue, give me a response, yes or no? Right. So from here, can you see that we have 4 sets of A, 4 sets of B, 4 sets of C, right? So 4A plus 4B plus 4C. Do you agree with me it's 18 times 4? Since it's 4 sets, right? Right? So you times 4, then you get 72. So that's the perimeter of this figure. So you have a wire that's 175 cm. If you use 72 cm already, so what's left? So therefore, 175 minus 72, and you get 103. Okay, hope this explanation helps you. Right, if you still need help, you can check out the replay link. Okay, when we will get it ready by usually on Monday, right? By Monday, we should be ready. Okay, if you're finished already, can you type T3 so we can move on to the next question? Okay, let's move on to the next part. Okay, question 3. Mrs. Leong need to tie 60 parcels with strings. Each parcel requires 40 cm of string. The string is sold in rolls of 15 meters each. What is the least number of rolls of string that Mrs. Leong need to buy to tie 160 parcels? Oh, you're from this school? Okay, good, Jamie. Then you know how to solve. The teacher teach you. Have your teacher gone through this question? 427. Okay, some of you, okay, some of you, how many of you know how to solve this question? Type yes. Right, okay, you can solve. Can I give you 2 minutes head start again? You try to solve it and let me have your answer. Okay, I say again, try not to spam, right? If not, I have to remove you from the room. If you prevent others from answering the question, right? So Evie, try to be considerate. Okay, we have people who write 5. What other answers do we have? Four. We have people who choose 4. What else? You have answer, please share with me. 57. 28. Right, we're asking for number of rows, right? Okay, so here's how I would do this question. First of all, we know that 1 row is 15 meters. So 1 row is 15 meters. Can be changed into 1,500 cm, right? And then each parcel requires 40 cm of string. So 1 row can give you how many 40 cm strings? Okay, how many pieces of string with 40 cm, right? That's what I'm trying to ask you, right? Okay, number of strings in 1 row. Look out with me, right? So you have 1,005, then divide by 40, right? Those with calculator, work out, give me up to 1 decimal place. Right, 37.5. So that means we can only have at most 37 complete strings, right? Right, 37 strings. So now, so 1 piece, 1 row can give you 37 strings. How many do we need? we need to have 160 parcels, right? Over here, 160 parcels. So how many sets of 37 do we need for 160 parcels? How many rows do we need? Right, this is for one row, right? One row. How many rows do we need? So we do a division, right? Once you divide, what do you get? Okay, you should get 4.3. So 4. Or in other words, it's either 4 remainder 12, right? So if you need all, do you agree with me? You need 4 plus 1 row. In total, we will need 5 rows in order to tie all 160 parcels. So yeah, it's a recurring decimal, but we're only looking for how many complete rows. So you have to round off. This all you need to be flexible, that you need to understand in this type of question, all you need is the first decimal, right? Round off to your first decimal. Okay, the rest of you, besides Sanbi, the rest of you understand this question? Right. You're on P5, you might not understand, right? So this is a P6 question. It appeared in PSLE, I think about 4 or 5 years ago, right? So I'll try to explain one more time. So if you still, I'll try my best to use this thing. You probably can, but how are you going to list 37? Right. So I'll try to tell you one more time, right? So we need 160 parcels, right? And each parcel requires 40 cm of string. So we found out that one row can supply 37 pieces of string. So 37 pieces of string means you can tie 37 parcels, right? 37 parcels. Now, so 37 parcels, but in total you need 160. So we will, based on what we divide, right? We get 4 remainder 12. That means 37, 37, 37. Can you find out for me the last one? Can you take 160 minus these 4 sets of 37 and what's the last number? Okay, 12. Right. So here, do you agree with me? Here is 4 rows of string, and this one is 1 row of string. Right? So you add together, 4 plus 1 is 5 rows of strings. Answer 5. Okay, clear enough for everybody? Now please type yes or no, all right? Okay, how many of you understand? Please type the word follow. Okay, thank you. So let's move on to the last question, right? The last question. Same thing, finish already, type P4 and press done. Then we can move on to the next question, right? All right, let's move on to the next question. So this question is P6 CA1 from this school. So in a donation drive, a total of 40 boys and girls helped to distribute some food items. Each boy distributed 4 bags, while each girl distributed 3 bags. The boys distributed 62 more bags than the girls. So how many boys were there? Right. So in this question, you need to do a table, right? So you need to have the boys, then the girls, and the difference. So we can assume if we have 40, straight away, 40, we halve it, right? So here, that means we have 20 boys and 20 girls. So we know that each boy has 4. Yeah, same thing lah. It's a guess and check, right? So here times 4, you get 80. Here, each girl gets 3. So times 3, you get 60. So what's the difference between these two numbers? 20, right? So 80 minus 60 equals to 20. Now, we need to get to a difference of 62. That means the number of boys must increase, the number of girls must decrease, right? So instead of wild guessing, we just increase by 1 first and see whether we have more information, right? So 21 times 4, just add 4, right? You get 84. So if this increased by 1, the girls will be decreased by 1, right? So can you help me calculate what's 19 times 3? 57. So then we must work out the difference. What is 84 minus 57? Then we get 27. Thank you. Can you see if we increase 1 boy, the difference increased by 7, right? Can see or not? So if the difference we're looking for is 62, which is here. So how many sets of 7 are there between 62 and 20? Let's find out. What is 62 minus 20? What do we get? Increase 7, no, increase 6. You get 42, right? So 42 is equals to how many sets of 7? That will tell us how many boys we need to increase, right? So we take 42, divide by 7, that will give us, what do we get? 6. Therefore, here, we need to plus 6. So we will have 20, not from here, sorry. It should be from the first number. So 20 plus 6. So 20 plus 6 is 26, right? So can you help me find out 26 times 4? What do you get? 104. Now remember, we have 40 people, 40 boys and girls. If we have 26 boys, how many girls are there? Can you do a subtraction for me? Okay. 18. I think you use a calculator better, right? It should be 14. Deron, cannot be 16. It's 14, right? So here 14 times 3. What do you get? 14 times 3. 42. Right? So let's check whether 104 minus 42, does it give us 62? Yes or no? Yes, right? We get 62. So we solve it, right? So how many boys? Answer is 26 boys. All right. Let me know if you understand. Is it clear enough for you for this? Why did you plus 6? Because we find out there's 6 sets. Every 7 represents 1 boy. Can you see? Once every 7 increase in the number of food packets represents 1 boy. So 42 divided by 7, that means you need to increase by 6 boys. Right? So 20 plus 6, you have 26 boys. So that's how I solve this. Hope that's clear enough. How many of you understand? Please type yes. Okay, the rest can you type follow if you're able to follow every step that I've mentioned over here. How do we find the girls? Same thing. So you have 40 people. So 40 minus 24, 26, you get 14 girls. Yeah, that's how we do this question. All right. Okay. Anybody copying? If you're copying, please type yes. Okay. Finish type done, right? Then we can move back to the slides. Okay, Bishwa, when you're done, let me know. Oh, you said you type nope. Oh, okay, done already. Huh? Okay, got you. Right. Okay, let's clear this screen and move back to the slides. Huh? Okay. I'll let you know in a short while. Okay, let's recap. We have today we're doing working backwards, right? Wow. Okay. And then we have 4 trending questions. Can you tell me which are the questions that are challenging? Is it T1, T2, T3, or T4? T4. Oh, I see. Yeah, you can use assumption method, Ashton, but I have no time to show you. Okay, normally we teach our students the assumption method. But 4 and 2. I see. But 2 is a trick question, right? Once I explain to you, you can use the same steps all over again. Correct? Everything is challenging. You need a lot of help. Maybe you need to watch the video again and practice along with the instruction. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, I see. All right. Okay, next. Okay, so if you're facing problem with problem sums, okay, and you want to improve yourself, okay, so I have some events that you can take part in. Now, here are some of the upcoming assessment. We already finished with the March assessment. Okay, some of you are doing on Monday, like I think Bishwa. So planning ahead. So the next one that you should be looking out for will be in May, which is your WA2 for P5 and SA1 for P6. If you're still not so confident in solving problem sums, okay, I would suggest that the upcoming March holiday, you take the time to improve yourself, right? We have this upcoming program that you might want to consider. It's called the March Holidays Math Mastery Bootcamp. So we have both online and on-site classes that you can select. And during the class, okay, we will also break down all the problem sums that at your level. It's either P5 or P6, right? For P6, we are more geared towards the PSLE heuristics, right? So we have both online and on-site program that you can choose from. So I'm going to paste this and send to everyone. Right. So how many of you will be interested to participate in this program? Okay. So this is the program that, oh, wait, I think I did copy correctly. Right. So from here, you should be able to access our program. So you should be typing, you can click on P6 Bootcamp. Right. If you're, how many of you will be interested in the P5 one? Let me know, then I can explain to you. Yeah. Okay, so here is the PSLE Preparation Bootcamp. Some of the topics that we'll be doing. If you should have the link. If not, I can send to everyone over here. Right, this will give you a good idea on how to solve all these questions in a systematic manner. Okay, we have both run 1 on Monday and Tuesday during the school holiday, and run 2, which is on Thursday and Friday, right? Both are in the afternoon. Okay, so please take note of the timing. Then the next one that you should be taking note of will be the P5 bootcamp, right? So P5 bootcamp, okay, sent to everyone as well. So P5 bootcamp will target at your level. Okay, so the questions are different from the P6. There will also be head start topic on ratio and area of triangles, right? So these are some of the heuristics that we'll be touching on, working backwards, before, after, constant total, and constant difference. Same thing, we will have 2 sets of program here. They are run in the morning, right? 10 to 1 on both days. Okay, online will be Tuesday and Wednesday. On-site will be Thursday and Friday. Okay, so these are the dates that you should be taking note of, so that if you really need to improve, right, you need help, somebody to guide you along. This will be the best opportunity. Is during the holidays, where you don't have to rush to school or rush back from school and feel tired, right? So set aside some time within these 2 days. Okay, immerse yourself, learn some new strategies, and you should be able to improve and get ready for your next assessment. Okay, now then the next one that we're going to talk about will be the trial lesson. So we also receive requests from students or parents, right? That they're asking us, what's your schedule? What are the available schedule that my child can join, and so on, right? So here is the link. We are going to invite you for our trial lesson. So we are classes for all the way from P3 to P6, where we will spend roughly about 50% of the time solving problem sums and explaining to you what are the keywords that you should be taking note of when you're solving problem sums. So these are some of our students, right? They are able to improve 1 to 2 grades within 6 months or less, right? So these are all our students, okay, and their certificate of achievement. So right here. So if you're interested, then you can please click on the link and send in your information and let us know. Then we can arrange a trial lesson for you. How many of you will be interested in the trial lesson? In attending the trial lesson? Okay. Vishwa, you're already part of us, right? My class, right? Okay. So now, right, if you're interested, do click on the link and sign up, so that we can be able to see you. Okay, and let you experience how a 2-hour lesson is all about. Okay, so we do have a proven system that, because over the years we have worked with hundreds of students. So we have a system that's able to help students who are facing issues with problem sums to turn around their results, right? So here is some of students and their past achievement. You notice that Ken here improved 32 marks. Yu Feng improved 40 marks to score his A star. A star is the current AL1, right? And then Joshua here improved 38 marks. And then we have Kam Fong increased 2 grades. And then Ming Hong also increased about 2 grades and improved 28 marks. How many marks do you want to improve in your next exam, right? Let me know in the chat. How many marks would make you happy? Is it 32 marks? Will you be happy? Or 28 marks? What's the number you're aiming for? Let me know. Improve 40, improve 20. The only 100 marks is the limit, right? You have to find out how many marks from there you need to improve. Improve 50 marks. Oh, will you overshot 100 or not if you improve 50 marks? Improve 20. I think reasonable. 20 is about there. Right. Around 20 to 30. Okay, I think that's fine. Okay, so you have to see, right? Are you able to work on your own, or do you need somebody to guide you in order to hit your potential, right? So if you're looking for someone to help you reach your potential, and realize your dream of scoring 20 to 30 marks in the exams, then maybe we can help you. So all we need to do is sign up, okay, for the trial lesson. Then we're able to help you work out the answer. Okay, then we will be able to let you experience the lesson and find out what are the kind of classes that fits you. All right. Now, so who knows? We have already churned so many success stories. Okay, we'll be able to work with you and you, right? Maybe our next success story as well. Okay, so now, just remember, success don't come to those who wait. It comes to those who take action, right? If you think, oh, maybe next time then I join, okay, then after that, in May, you still don't get your ideal marks. Then say, never mind, I'll go wait another June. Then term 3 starts already. By the time term 3 starts, it's almost too late, right? So you have to remember, okay, you cannot adopt the wait and see mentality. You have to really take action, okay, at early stage. The best time to take action is right about now, right? You already finished one term, you have 2 terms to improve before you take. Okay, for the P6 is your PSLE, and for the P5 is the SA1 and SA2, right? So do take note, right? March is the best time to improve, and you should consider joining the program as early as possible. All right, so that's all I have for you. Did I miss anything? Oh yeah, I forgot to announce the winner. How many of you will be interested to find out who are the winners of the feedback, the contest that I have for you, right? Okay, how many of you do we have here? Let's check. Okay, we have 34 left. Okay, right. So once again, thank you for your feedback. So we have selected the winner. Thank you for taking an effort to let us know how we can improve our program and so on. And the stories that our program has helped you improve also keep us interested, right? So here are the winners. All right. So for the top 3 ideas for improvement, we have Charlotte Cole from North Oak Primary, Aditi from St. Anthony's Canossian, and Jia or Jai. I think it's Jai, not Jia. So maybe I'm later talk to you, Vishwa. So Jai is from Ang Mo Kio Primary. So these are the 3 persons who has won our top 3 ideas for improvement. Are you in the audience? If you're in the audience, please say yes. Right. Okay, next. Also want to congratulate those who send in stories that the program here make a difference in your school performance. Okay, number 1 will be Jaden Lim from Catholic High School. Number 2 will be Claire Chia from Tao Nan School. And number 3 will be Nitila from Geylang Methodist Primary School. Right, congratulations to you. Are you around? How many of you are around? Okay, so how do you claim your prizes, right? How do you claim your prizes? You have to contact us, right? The number is in the next slide, okay? We will not contact you because some of you, right, they will attend, you don't attend one, you attend one session, don't attend another session. You might miss out, right? If you miss out, then we're not sure whether you're going to be genuine or not, right? So we need you to cross-check and let us know. So make sure all the names are here, right? You please take note. You might want to take a photo, a snapshot this. Now, this is how you will contact us. You can WhatsApp us or use your parents' phone and let us know. This is the WhatsApp that you should be taking note of and say, hi there, I'm one of the winner, right? I'm one of the winner. Can I know how to claim the prize, right? Then we'll let you know, and then we will probably need you to share with us your address so that we're able to send the prizes to you. Okay, right. So that's all I have for you. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you have a wonderful time learning from me, and I hope to see you in term 2. How many of you would like to see us in term 2? Would like to continue this program in term 2? If nobody interested, then we will just shelve it. All right. How many of you? It must be an overwhelming one, right? Okay. Okay, so, right. So please take note, open your email and check once we are ready for term 2, we'll let you know the schedule, then you can participate. All right. So that's all from us. Okay, hope you have a wonderful time and enjoy your March holidays. That's all from me. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.